Did Christ have a guardian angel?
So that is a question which St. Thomas Aquinas asks, and then after him, it was pretty much the general belief of the theologians and saints throughout after that. And basically, we have a guardian angel because we're in the process of trying to save our souls and get to heaven, right? And so they guard us so that we can actually get there. So that state and of us, the process of getting there, historically the saints from the patristics on called that the wayfarer state. We're wayfarers. We're on the process we're on the way to getting there. So the difference though is that Christ, even though he was alive in this life, he had the beatific vision from the time of his conception, according to the entire tradition of the church. And that's one of the reasons why we know that he had this, because of the fact that he would actually talk about I and the Father are one, so you could actually see it. But he would also say things like, or you would see in Scripture, Christ knew their thoughts because he could see it. His human mind could see it in his divine nature. He could see it because God was causing them. So he could actually see those things. So that's one of the, so we know that he had the actual beatific vision. That means that he's not a wayfarer. His human nature was already in union with God, which is the final goal. And so he wasn't on the way, he was already at the end. And so St. Thomas says he didn't actually have a guardian angel. It didn't mean that there weren't guardian angels who assisted him at times. It didn't also mean that he wouldn't necessarily, in his divine nature, command certain angels to kind of keep certain things at bay so that he could do certain things. So, for example, you would read in the scriptures how the Jews would try and lay hold of him and he would just walk right through them, right? And so the angels can kind of block them from being able to do that. So the Jews from seizing him. So there was, he actually mentions this to Nicodemus. He says, you're going to see the angels ascending and descending upon the Son of Man, because all of the angels in heaven knew who Christ was, and they knew that he, also being God, was to whom they must serve. And that's also when he said, all power in heaven and earth will be given to me. So even the angels in heaven obey him and submit to him. So they serve him. And so we know that, so he didn't have a guardian angel, but they all served him.